Ever wonder what can make a horse feel sad? These beautiful creatures, with their big eyes and flowing manes, have emotions just like us. They communicate their feelings without words, and sometimes we might unintentionally hurt them. Let's dive into 16 simple things that can bring a horse down and learn how to keep our hoofed friends happy and healthy. 1. Physical aggression. Hitting, kicking, or using too much force when handling a horse can really upset and traumatize them emotionally and physically. Horses are very sensitive animals, and any kind of physical abuse like that makes them feel afraid, anxious, and stressed out. It's like if someone much bigger than you started hitting you for no reason. It would make you feel scared, hurt, and unsafe. Physical aggression damages the trusting relationship between horse and human. 2. Neglect of basic needs. All animals, including horses, have some basic requirements to stay healthy and feel content. These include having enough good food and fresh water to drink, along with a safe sheltered area to rest and get out of bad weather. If a horse's owner ignores these essential needs and doesn't provide adequate care, it can make the horse feel abandoned, depressed, weak, and very uncomfortable. Imagine if you didn't have access to food, water, or a comfortable home. You'd feel neglected, miserable, and distressed. Proper care and meeting basic needs is crucial for a horse's physical and emotional well-being. 3. Separation anxiety. Horses are herd animals that feel safest and happiest when they're with other horses or with humans they trust and bond with. Being separated and all alone makes them feel lonely, scared, and very anxious, kind of like a young child feeling scared when left alone without their parents or friends. Even if they have food and shelter, without their herd or human buddies around, horses can get extremely stressed out emotionally. 4. Mismanagement of meltdowns. Sometimes horses get really upset, scared, or frustrated about something, and they have an emotional meltdown where they act out. During these intense emotional outbursts, it's important to stay calm and handle the situation properly. If the meltdown is mismanaged by yelling, punishing, or escalating the situation, it just makes the horse feel more distressed, misunderstood, and out of control of their emotions. It's better to speak soothingly and give them space until they've settled down. 5. Inconsistent handling. Horses are creatures of habit that do best with routines and predictability in how they are handled and cared for. If the humans around them act inconsistently, being gentle one day but rough the next, or constantly changing routines, it really confuses and unsettles the horse emotionally. They need reliable, consistent handling to feel secure and relaxed. Erratic behavior from humans makes horses feel anxious about what confusing thing may happen next. 6. Unsafe environment. Horses are large prey animals that have a strong need to feel safe and secure in their surroundings. If their living space feels unsafe, whether due to hazards, threats from other animals, or just a generally unstable environment, it causes extremely high levels of stress, anxiety, and fear. Horses can't relax and will be on constant alert, which is emotionally draining. A secure, predictable environment free of dangers is crucial for a horse's emotional well-being. 7. Sudden environmental changes. In addition to safety, horses greatly appreciate consistency and predictability in their environment and routines. When there are big, sudden changes to things like their paddock, stabling area, herd dynamics, etc., it can really trigger emotional upheaval and insecurity. It's best to introduce any environmental changes very gradually to avoid spooking or stressing them out. Drastic changes are confusing and unnerving. 8. Lack of attention. Horses are intelligent herd animals that form close bonds and attachments with their human caregivers, just like they do with other horses. If they get ignored or don't receive sufficient quality attention, care, and positive interaction, they can start to feel unloved, insecure, and emotionally neglected. Regular grooming, handling, and time spent together is important. 9. Insufficient exercise. Horses are naturally athletic creatures designed for movement. If they are confined without the ability to adequately exercise through turnout, lunging, riding, etc., they can become lethargic, bored, and prone to developing stable vices and negative behaviors out of frustration. Plenty of daily exercise is vital for physical and mental emotional health. 10. Inadequate resting area. While exercise is important, horses also need a comfortable, peaceful area for resting and sleeping. If their stall or resting spaces have poor footing, are unsheltered from elements, or lack sources of comfort like bedding, it prevents them from fully relaxing and leads to insecurity and stress. A secure, comfortable rest area is essential. 11. Abrupt diet changes. Like humans, a horse's digestive system does best with gradual transitions when changing foods or feeding routines. Abruptly switching a horse's diet or feeding schedule without proper transitioning can shock their system and cause issues like colic, ulcers, and gut discomfort, which generates both physical and emotional stress. Slow, gradual diet changes are necessary. 12. Confinement. Horses are large animals that naturally need ample space to move around and exercise freely. Keeping them confined to small spaces like stalls or cramped paddocks for extended periods leads to physical discomfort from lack of movement, but also emotional distress. They feel unhappy, restless, and develop stable vices when unable to walk, trot, run, and just be a horse. Confinement is confining to their body and mind. 13. Ignoring communication. Horses communicate constantly through body language like ear positions, head movements, and stomping. If humans around them fail to recognize and properly respond to these signals, it causes miscommunication and emotional distress for the horse. It's like the frustration of someone not understanding what you're trying to say. This can lead to the horse feeling misunderstood, anxious, and disconnected from their handlers. 14. Emotional contagion. Horses are extremely perceptive to the emotions and energy around them from both humans and other horses. They can pick up on and catch emotions like stress, fear, or excitement. If their human handlers or herd mates are feeling high emotions, the horse may start experiencing and reflecting those same emotions, leading to shared restlessness, anxiety, or tension. 15. Past trauma. Traumatic past experiences like abuse, neglect, or frightening incidents can leave deep emotional scars on a horse's psyche, even if their current situation is better. The memories alone can cause lingering fear, anxiety, and an anticipation of more bad things happening. Past trauma creates insecurity that is difficult to overcome without patient retraining. 16. Overstimulation. While some consistency is desired, too much abrupt change, excessive activity, or an overload of new stimuli can become overwhelming for a horse. It causes them to feel anxious, confused, and excessively stressed trying to process everything happening around them. Sensory oversaturation prevents a calm, secure state of mind. Slower transitions help avoid emotional overstimulation. After avoiding the 16 things that hurt a horse, it would be wise of you to learn more on how horses apologize to humans by clicking on this link. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Also share on your views on other ways I might have missed on how horses can be hurt.